Do you have any untold stories about you and Pun or Cuban from back in the day?
Mm, me and Paul hung out. I mean, it was one time something had happened, but I had to handle it. But I don't know. I don't know how the resource ends. I don't know if anybody got hurt, so I can't really mention that. But I mean, that was my brother. That was my brother. Remember, I caught him. Me and him got real tight maybe on the last year. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the last year before he went was like me and him was calling each other every day. But before that, we were just friends and just speak random.
But you don't have any like funny stories or anything that you can share about? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's one I always tell. You know what I mean? I think I was doing a second album, a song I had called "Clap Your Hands," and I wanted him on it. So I came to the studio, and like I said, when you went to the studio back then, people get per diems. So you know what I'm saying. So my label had me a big per diem, and we about to rap, and then I came in the room. It's him, Cuban, says the whole terror squad, and I was like, yo, Pun, you hungry? And I looked at everybody else, and he smacked me. He smacked, punch smacked me, and I'm crazy. So after he smacked me, I'm looking like, should I kill him? Like, what the fuck happened? And then I looked at the whole terror squad, and they all laughing. And then he looked at me and said, "How the fuck you gonna ask me for something to eat? Look how big I am. I'm fucking hungry. You know I'm hungry all the fucking time. If you ain't gonna feed me, who the fuck you gonna fucking feed?" And then we both started laughing. And then I realized that he accepted me at that point as family.
Got you. Okay. Because you're
You know
not
what I'm
just gonna
saying?
let
At that point,
anybody
he was
just
like,
slap you. Not
right, right, right. I mean, it wasn't nothing where, I mean, yeah, I did a little, it was like an Ike Turner hitting Tina. So, I mean, I did the whiplash, but it was because he's big. But it wasn't like hurtful, but it was like, nigga, you don't know. And I think that was when he said, at that point, plus you're my brother. All right, so that's definitely a funny story.
So that was during the Clap Your Hands studio session.
Right, right, right.
And what was tell us about that. Tell us about making that song. Like whose idea was that?
Les came to me with a beat. You know, if y'all know who Les is, he did a lot on Nas. So he came to me and AZ, but he came to me with a beat, and it was in jail, Fat Boys in jail. And he was like, "Yo, son, you got to get Pun on it as fast." I was like, "I get Pun on it," and he was like, "You got to get Nori on it." So I was like, "Damn." I said, "Okay, cool. I got Nori, but let me see if I get Pun first." And Pun came right to the studio. It wasn't nothing. He came to the studio, came in, he heard the beat. You know, back then it wasn't no Pro Tools. So it was a lot of punching. And you had to cut the tape, put it back together. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I
because
mean?
that
But
time he was a lot bigger, so like his breath control wasn't.
it was maybe one bar stop, one bar. But then after he did it, and then he's doing his ad libs, now he could run through it, certain part, boom, 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 boom. So I mean, at that point, he was at his biggest. At that point, he was at his biggest. So yeah, it did take him a little longer to do the song, but the shit that he was spitting, you waited for it.
Right, right.